Hello everybody! It's Saturday morning, which means it's workshop time. Oh my gosh, I've gotten so many messages from everybody saying how excited they are for this workshop. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Before we get started, I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes here to make sure everybody's on. You guys are here. And let's just get, oh good, Matt just gave me a sound check here. And I just want to make sure everybody else is on board here too. So I'm just gonna put up my video so I can see what everybody else is seeing. And yeah, we have a couple of people on here. I'm just gonna wait, hang out a couple of minutes, have some coffee, and see if anybody else can join here as well. And then we're going to start with one of our biggest projects this year, I would say. And let me just see here. Andrea, hi Andrea. It's great to see you. Woohoo! You've been busy this Christmas season. I see you all over the place online. Hi Mary, checking in from Wiley. Oh my gosh. I just love how everybody gets together on this, like from all around the world. Like we've got people from South Africa, and we have people from Australia and the US, and like Andrea from Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, right, Andrea? Well, I'm so excited to have you all here. Okay, now everybody's starting to come in. Lindy from England. Woo! Hey, Lindy. And I know that Lizette said she's coming, and I'm sure all the Angelas are coming. Okay, so today is going to be a chock full workshop, you guys. If you haven't downloaded your freebie yet, make sure to do that right away. So while I'm doing all the kind of intro things, you can just quickly cut it out. Hi, BJ. And it's not a lot to cut out. It's easy pieces, like it's like these, you know, big cuts. So you'll easily be able to cut it out while I'm just doing a couple of intro pieces. Now for everybody who's joining us live, we're gonna have some amazing bonuses for you guys. Like we have like really like cute pockets, and we have tags. We have loads of these just all different kinds of pockets as well. And don't you just love the colors on these? Like my printer gave up the ghost last night, so my colors do not really pop the way I had intended for this kit to pop, but on your printer it's going to look fabulous. But yeah, just the graphics, like the Steampunk New Year's really worked well. Just look at that. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. Okay. So yeah, all of these are going to be bonuses. So some of these are the live bonuses that you're going to only get by watching live with us today. And some of these will be on our YouTube channel afterwards for everybody who visits our replay page. So, oh my gosh, let me just say hi to more of the people on here. Let's see, Christine from Canada. Hi, Christine, and Nelda. Nelda, I'm so glad you made it. I feel like we haven't chatted in forever. And Dita is here. Mary. Hi, Mary. And Jacqueline. And let's see here. Oh, wow. This is a full house. And there's Lizette. Hi, Lizette. And Candy. So thank you so much for asking, you guys. As you guys know, like, a couple weeks ago, I was playing with my grandbabies and went down the slide and thought that I was still a teenager, and decided to like hold my grandbaby while I landed flat on my bottom down the stairs, and down the slide. And yeah, I broke my tailbone. So crafting has been a little bit slow because, as you know, you kind of sit down while you're designing things. But I think we managed to create some beautiful things nonetheless. So thank you for all the well wishes, you guys. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like today, you guys. If you have a chance to do it with us today, let me know in the comments who's actually making this with us and who's going to be waiting until afterwards to kind of watch the replay, get things organized, and then make this. So this is a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous little pocket folio, flip pocket folio. And this can be filled with like all kinds of wishes and dreams for the new year. Like you can write yourself little affirmations and put it in here. It is absolutely adorable. So it has a little flip cover right here, and you can use any kind of fastener here. You can make like a figure 8 dot fastener. You can put a little piece of Velcro here to keep it on. You can use a magnetic closure. You can even just take a belly band and put it around. You can use string and tie it around here. It's just limitless. The possibilities are endless with this. Okay, so then you flip this open, and inside is revealed all just these gorgeous images. So you can flip through them like this, and all of these are also pockets. Now it's both sides here, so you flip it this way and you can see the other images this way. And inside are all the cards that you made, and it's beautiful images, just Happy New Year's. As you can see for some of these, let's just pull this out here. There's also, this is not just a stark white on the backgrounds of the pockets either. We gave some really beautiful backing cards. So you can use either blank backing cards or the designs that we provided. And so yeah, that's what those are for. Anyways, it's just absolutely stunning what these are. Like how this looks. Look at that. Oh, I just love going in here and just start pulling out. I probably did this already half a dozen times this morning. Just pulled this out. All the little pockets, all the little ephemera cards. I just love it. It's gorgeous. Okay, and so yeah, you close it back up again. Now, these can be used, like this can be your front, or this can be your front, whatever you prefer. I'm going to show you how to use either or. And then I also, you might have noticed, as part of the freebie, I gave you this little 2026 just little tag that you can add. And you can add it right here to the top. You can add it to the bottom. You can add it here as a little closure that you can use. And the reason why I didn't put this on the design itself is so that you can exchange it every year. So if you use like 3D dots and add it right here, then when the year is over, you can just take this off and put 2027 there, or 2030, or whatever that is. So there you go. So this is going to be such an amazing kit that we're going to create together. Now, I ran out of cardstock to make this, so I used my 32-pound bright white paper, and that worked fantastic. It's solid, it's thick, it's not going anywhere. This is perfect. So if you don't have cardstock, 32-pound bright white paper works great. Okay, so who is ready to start crafting today? So let me know who's going to be making this with us, who's going to be making this afterwards. Let me just see here quickly. Lindy is on, Janine is on. Hi, Janine. Angela, hey. And Pietro, of course. Woohoo! Wow, we have a full house today. Okay, so before we get started, cheers, everybody. Everybody's got a coffee. Everybody's got a drink. Cheers, Lovey.
Cheers. Andrea says she's from Croatia.
Yeah. Croatia. That's right. I always forget that, Andrea. Like Croatia. I should remember that. You've only told me a million times now. Okay. So when we get started with this piece, you can go ahead and ink all the pieces if you want to. You don't have to ink the outsides of these pieces that you cut out. But when you fold it, you want to ink these pieces here, right? Because this is not going to be seen, these parts right here. Okay, so we have a lot of moving parts on this, and we're going to kind of go very systematically and put them all together. It might seem like a big job. Don't worry about it. Like each little piece is we're gonna put each little piece together, so it's gonna seem very simple. And then at the end, it just kind of comes together all at once. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. I just did that. Okay, so let's see who's going to make this together. So Diane says she's going to make it with us. Pamela says she still has to print it up. No worries, Pamela. You're going to like just scope things out and do it later. That's good. Maria, hey, it's good to see you here. And Janine, I'm so ready. Cheers. Yay. Okay, let's get started. Now, the first thing is most people are just going to want to take their covers. Like this is your cover and this is your backing for the cover, and start gluing that together. Let's wait on that a little bit. So first thing, we're going to just put these aside. You want to maybe make sure that you score all your pieces where your folding lines are. And that's going to make it so much easier for you to just get everything folded in the right place once it's glued together. Okay, so we also have, these are the little flaps for the cover. So this part right here, and we have the flap part that you're going to see, and this is the inner cover for that, just so that you don't have to put this piece on, but otherwise it just shows as a like bright stark white on the inside here, and that's not really what we want. So we're going to give it a really nice little cover on the inside. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to glue these two pieces together. Now I am all out of my really pretty purple glue, so I'm just using regular Staples glue, and that's okay. It actually worked really well putting the other one together. And so we just want to glue over top of our, so you want to glue the flap and you want to glue the glue tab, but you don't want to glue the bottom part here. So let's just get some glue on here. And remember, whenever you think you have enough, just add a little bit more just to make sure. Okay, let's put our pieces on here. And if it doesn't fit exactly, don't worry about it. We're gonna cut, we're gonna ink. It's gonna look great. Okay, so there we go. Those pieces are on top. And then if you see a few pieces that are not quite fitting, you can just cut around, make it look pretty. You can also use your ink and ink those out. Just ink over top of it and it will look fine. So let's just cut this. There we go. And it's perfect. All right, so now we have our little cover. Make sure that it can still fold on your little lines there. Yeah, if you score everything ahead of time, everything is going to fold so much easier, you guys. So see, you've got a little box shape going here with this, and that's where all your pockets are going to fit into. So there we go. Perfect. Now we're going to go to our covers. Now this is the inner liner again, so that the inside here, if we don't have a liner on this, that's fine, but just know that it's going to be a stark white contrast, right? And some people love that. If you don't want to put a liner in, then you can also just use your ink and create like ink, just ink smudges all over it, and that would look pretty. You can also print this just on double-sided, like you can print it a beautiful backing on the back side here. So you don't have to use this liner I provided, but it's for those people who don't want, or who didn't have any backing paper to print onto. So you can just print it, you can just glue it on like this. So we're just going to make sure that these line up, and we're not going to just glue it down first. We're going to glue this piece on to the backing piece here. So this is your backing. When you put these two together and you fold it in like this, you fold it on your scoring marks there. So then suddenly, if you can see here, you have a little box shape, right? So this can be your front, or this can be your front. Whichever one is going to be your front, this flap that we just created is going to go on the opposite side. So if you want this as your front, you're not going to put your flap onto this. You're going to put it onto the side that has this here. Okay, and again, the opposite is true as well. If you want to have the Auld Lang Syne as your front, then you're going to put your flap that we just created onto the opposite side so that it can actually flap closed over top of it. Everybody got that part? The front says there Auld Lang Syne, which is like that song that's like Happy New Year, or what does it mean exactly, Lovey? Do you know? And it's an ABBA song too. And so yeah, it's a common saying for New Year's. And you know what, I've never actually looked up what it says. I just say it and I just sing it all the time. Come New Year, I just sing it all the time. Okay, so because I have created one that the Auld Lang Syne is up front, then now this time around I'm gonna make this my main image right here, which means my flap.
It's a Scots phrase that literally means old long since.
The flap is going to go right here. This is how we're going to put it on. So we're going to make sure that this flap, this is kind of a glue tab we have on the bottom here, and we're going to make sure that this goes. Yeah, let's just put this together so I can show you guys. So when your cover is like this, we're going to tuck our flap in between these two pieces, the inner liner and the outer, and that's how it's going to be. So we're going to glue our flap, this glue tab part, onto this piece right here. So let's add some glue to this right here. You don't want to add glue to this glue tab part right here because that's going to be your spine. And we're going to need that spine in order to fold over our pockets. Okay, so let's glue this onto there. Just line it up nicely. And let's see. Yeah, that's lined up beautifully. Just want to make sure we have that. Okay. And that's gonna look, that looks fabulous. Just move it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now that we have that flap cover on, we're going to put the inner liner over top of that. Again, just to hide all the stark white pieces. Now, what you're going to find is that there's kind of a white space in between there, and what we're going to do is we're going to ink that with either some bronze or antique or black ink, whatever it is that you decide to use. That's what we're going to use to hide that little white strip right in between there. But in the meantime, we're just going to glue it. Let's get some glue on there. And again, make sure not to glue your glue tab right here, just the white parts. Everybody still keeping up here? Everybody good? So I know some people are asking if we're traveling yet. Lo and behold, we're not. Our place is booked in Mexico, but we have been stranded the last few days in a snowstorm in, first it was in Saskatoon, and then it was in Calgary. And so because we were bumped, our flights were all full and everything because we fly on standby. So we were last priority given. And And so we missed all those flights. All the flights were canceled, and now all the flights are full because all those people whose flights were canceled are now flying out. So we're hoping to get out of here by no later than the 23rd, maybe the 24th. We will let you guys know when we are, but that also means that now I have a little bit of extra time to get everybody's stuff mailed out to them. Okay, so we've got the liner on there. We got all our folding lines, everything. And you just start folding things so that it kind of takes the shape of a box. There we go. And if there's some pieces that stick out, you can either cut them or you can ink it. And usually ink works really well. So if you look at it now, we basically have made the little box shape for our flip pocket folio. Let me just glue these pieces down properly. There we go. Look at that. Woohoo! Isn't that just so easy? Look at that, you guys. This looks fantastic. Oh my gosh, I just love this image with the dancers. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so who's caught up with this? Everybody good? Okay, so let's get moving on here, you guys. So now we're gonna leave this to dry a little bit. We got glue on there and everything. So I'm gonna put that aside. Now we're moving on to our pockets. And I have made this with our members before in the crafting studio. And I had gone ahead and made a whole bunch of these ahead of time and then just only did one or two live on the workshop. And what I found was that people just got kind of left behind and kind of struggled putting this together. So I didn't put any of this together today. It's only 4 pockets. Yes, it might take us a little bit longer, but I want to make this with you guys just right, like everything, so that we can put everything together like live. Okay, so if you struggle, if you get lost, like just let me know and we can go over it again. Now, when you cut these out, like you'll notice that these are also fold lines right here and then down the middle. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it over. Matt was nice enough to score these for me already. So we're going to fold these over like this, all of them. And then right in the middle is a fold line. Now, I don't usually use this fold line. I just go by what is the center. So I'm going to fold these pieces together like this. And usually it will end up on the fold line, but I just want to make sure that my pieces actually fit together. So yes, it was right on the fold line and my pieces fit together. Now you have it looking like this and it folds over like this. Everybody good with that? Perfect. So let's keep folding these ones. Again, we're going to fold over those big sides like this. Okay, I just love these images. Look at this masquerade ball, like that gold and black just really pops. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, and then let's fold it over. Line it up. Is everybody keeping up with this? Oh yeah, Matt just mentioned that he's dropping the first bonus, you guys, and I believe that one is the vertical pockets. So those are stunning. Okay, so let's just fold this one here. And we've got a pocket watch and an hourglass on this one. All right. Let's see, yeah. And this as well. Oh, and look at this phoenix. my grandson was just so enamored by this phoenix. Kelly is here. Oh my gosh, hi Kelly. How are you doing? I feel like we haven't seen each other in forever. Okay, so let's see. There we go. So now we have all these pieces together, right, like this. Now, when you flip these over, like you have it like this, and you flip it over like this, you'll see that it's kind of just overlapping each other, but not completely. So you can't just add glue all over this one, and because then it's going to kind of mess this part up. It's going to glue to pieces that you do not want to glue. Okay, so what I usually do is I just add a thin strip of glue on this side right here, and then I push it over, and then that will be glued together. Okay, so let's just quickly do that. Take our glue, add a thin strip of glue just right there. And there we go. Okay, so let's put that aside to dry. We're going to do that with all the parts here. There's a thin strip of glue on the part that goes over top, right? Okay, and this part goes over top, so there we go. The same with this one. So Kelly says, yeah, busy with school and work and granddaughter. Oh, those are the things that keep us young, don't you think? We spent so much time with our grandkids in the last couple of months that I feel 10 years younger. My body feels 10 years older, but part of me feels so much younger because I've just been so much more active. Okay, so let's get this here too. This is our last one, just a strip of glue. And fold it over. Perfect. Now this one seems a little bit off kilter here. Okay. So now this is basically what this looks like. Now what you can see here is that it's kind of a stark white on the inside of these pockets here. So what I gave you guys were some of these backing cards. Now some of them are blank and others have beautiful designs on them. But it's faded, just so that it doesn't stand out and take away from the beautiful designs on the pockets. So what I did is I went ahead and I tore these in half. So you just go ahead and you fold this over like your little backing sheets. You fold this over halfway. And one of our members actually mentioned this to me when we first made our Thanksgiving pocket folios. And I thought that was just such a brilliant idea. And you just tear it or cut it in half. And now you have little pieces that you can just glue right into these spaces like this. I'm going to put the torn part down so it doesn't, just so that, I mean, nobody's going to see inside the pocket itself. So all you need to do is be able to cover up this section right here, right? So let's just quickly do that. We're going to add some glue to this. And we're going to slide this in here. And that's going to make it so pretty. Now, of course, if you print these onto backing sheets instead, then you're not going to need to do this because it already is going to have a design on it. And in our full kits, like in our junk journal pages kit, which is like 25 pages, you're going to find loads and loads of backing pages in there and writing pages and everything. So you can actually just print it on one of those or use one of those as backing pages. And of course, all our members get that for free. So just gonna keep adding these ones. Okay, perfect. And some of them can be blank if you want, or you can just use the pretty designs for all of them. And if you want to, you can also start inking. Like you can, these edges here for the pockets, that would look fabulous with like a antique or a brass or even a black. You can use black or gold or anything. Like the colors on this are just gorgeous. And I really love this oxidized copper blue kind of color. That's beautiful. Okay, so let me just get some more. I'm chatting away here instead of just focusing on my gluing parts. Perfect. Everybody who's making this together with us, everybody still good? So Kelly, yes, I know, like Matt was just mentioning this morning that he forgot to put the kit up into the membership, but he will get that up there ASAP. So let's just get this. But we did add a few extras for you guys in bonuses there. So what did we add in the bonuses section recently there, Lovey? Can you remember? So yeah, check out the bonus section. I believe we added a couple of goodies for you guys in the bonus section. Winter Wonderland something, yes. Okay. So this is just about done. You don't have to do all of this if you don't want to. You can again just use some ink to just make sure that that inside is not so white. I've got a thing against like the bright white just standing out against the designs, and it really just takes away from it. So this just enhances the look of that a little bit. And we have some extra goodies for you guys if you want to add some bling to your designs here. And those of you, by the way, today is actually our last day, I believe, to get your challenge images in. And I've seen that a lot of you have done your journals and done all your things. We ran a 12 days of Christmas challenge, and if you still want to enter, you can still do it until midnight tonight. And you don't have to do all the days. As long as you have like 8 of the days done and the pictures posted, then that will enter you into the 12 days of Christmas. So I think that's going to be super fun to see. Like all the things that I've seen from everybody is just amazing. I just love it. Okay, so this is our last one for the pockets here that we're going to do. And then we're going to throw a curveball here into the mix. And we're going to go ahead. Let me just get this in here quickly. Okay, good. We're going to go ahead and flip these backwards like this. So we're not going to have it this way, which is the way that we folded it. We are actually going to just flip it the other way. Oh, look at Brenda joined us and Sharon joined us. Hi, you guys. I'm so glad you made it. So Brenda just mentioned that for some reason when she clicks on the vertical bonus, she's only given the opportunity to report content. Matt's going to figure that out for you there, Brenda. Okay, so we're going to flip all of these inside out this way. And I'm going to show you guys why in just a second here. Just go ahead, flip your pockets. I know it's a bit of a curveball here, but there is a method to the madness. So it's going to do all of those this way. And even with a 32-pound paper, not the cardstock, this is starting to get pretty thick already. Like this is 32-pound paper, so usually the cardstock I use is 65-pound. So really, once you've got 2 sheets glued together, you're at 65 pounds. So it really is a good weight for this. Okay. So now that we have all these pieces like this, you can choose which one is going to go first, right? So then you can flip these open, and that is what our flip pocket is going to look like, our flip pocket folio, right? So we're going to be gluing these together, and just look at that. Oh, I got a little bit of a crease here in the middle. I'll work out those kinks. And you can say, oh, well, actually, I wanted the hourglass first, so I can put that first. The phoenix is going to be last. And yeah, these ones look good. I might want to flip this one over. So you can kind of arrange them whichever way you want. And then there is your stack of pockets. Now what we're going to do is take your stack, and we're going to just start gluing them back to back. So we're going to lift up our first one, and on the back of the first one, we are going to add some glue, like lots and lots of glue. Whenever you think you have enough glue, just add a tiny bit more, because you just don't want them to like pop open or release when it's all put together, right? Okay, and then you can just line them up, line up your edges, line up everything, and push it down. Okay, and then the next one. Now for me, it doesn't really matter which order I put these in. They're all beautiful. They all fit together nicely. There's no rhyme or reason which order I have it in. But if you do have a preference in which order you have it in, then you might want to pay more attention which one goes next and where you place this. But for me, I just like keeping it simple. It's all in order here, like the way that it is. I'm just going to keep it that way. Okay, so next one here. There we go. And it's all lined up. It's beautiful. Let's see. And there's our flip pocket. Look at that. Now the trick is going to be getting this into our little flip, our little cover part here. So how we're going to do that, let's just push everything down a little bit more here. Oh, let's just say hi to everyone else. Wanda just joined in, and Lindy, I saw Lindy there too. Woohoo! Wow, we just have such a full house here today, you guys. Amazing. Okay, so now this is our little cover that we created, right? So we're gonna flip this open all the way like this, and we are going to add the back of this little booklet thing that we made, all these flip pockets. We're gonna add the back of it, add lots of glue, and we're gonna glue it onto here, and make sure that it glues right to the edge of this glue tab, like spine section here. Don't go over it, but get as close as you can, giving like maybe 0.5 millimeter of space there, like just like right there. And you want to center it nicely. Make sure that this is the right part to start gluing everything. If there's pieces sticking up, you can trim it. It makes it a lot easier to do it now than later. And yeah, make sure that you like ink everything. If you want to ink it, you can add ink on here. You can add ink inside your pockets here. Now is the time to get your ink. So when you have your flip pocket, you can add glue to the back part here, and we're going to glue it onto this section. So this is the back section, right? So you have the section that folds up, this is your back section. You want to glue it onto this back section right here. All right, let's get this going. And as soon as we're done here, Matt will drop another freebie for you guys. We're just gonna wait with that just a second. Let's just focus on our project here. Okay, so let's make sure it's not going over the fold line. And we got it nicely centered, and we can squish it down. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and now we're gonna add glue to this section here, and then we're gonna just squish this part down, making sure that you keep a box shape right here and everything is lined up nicely so that it just looks right, right? So let's get our glue onto this section right here. Lots of glue. I generally don't like putting glue on this section and putting it down, because then you've got it on the edges where there's really no place for the glue to stick to. So I just like gluing the sections that actually need glue. Okay, and so let's make sure it's nicely lined up. We've got the box shape here on the bottom, and we're gonna nicely line this up. Perfect, and we're gonna squish this down. Perfect. Wow, just look at that. I wish my printer was working better so that, you know, you guys could really see these colors pop. But we have a new printer coming, so there you go. Now, let's have a quick look at this. Look at that. It fits beautifully. We made a flip pocket folio, you guys. Woohoo! Isn't that gorgeous? And then you flip this open and you start opening up your folio. I just want to make sure that this opens up here nicely. And look at that. Now the glue might be sticking a little bit here, but we're gonna fix that up. There we go. Look at that. That is gorgeous. And now comes my favorite part, is where we start adding some ephemera pieces to this. So let's see what that looks like. So we have some beautiful cards here. Now you can actually, some of those backing pieces that I gave you guys, you can use that to glue onto the back of these cards. And so you actually have backing pages for the cards as well, for your ephemera cards. And then that way, you can write little notes on there. Again, you don't have the stark white against all your other beautiful colors. It just makes it look so much more finished and polished and beautiful, right? So you can add those ones. We've got this beautiful music score with like the steampunk borders on there. And these roses will probably pop way more on your printer as well. Like I said, my printer did not do well with the printing last night. So this is actually beautiful gold and red roses. And some of these I just cut out, not completely. I just made little booklets out of it, like these ones. This is 2026, and it's a little booklet like that. The same with this one, Happy New Year. It's just a little booklet. And so you can ink the edges on this, and that will look fantastic. Remember to also ink the middle there, and that makes it really pop. So let's start adding these to our little journal here, our little flip pocket folio. And just make sure that your pockets aren't glued shut. Any glue that came in there, let's put this in. Wow, look at that. Add this here. And just get the glue unstuck. It's a good idea, once you make this, just to run your fingers through everything that's supposed to open, and just make sure that nothing is glued shut that shouldn't be glued shut. And let's put this in here. just love all these graphics, right? I love the steampunk theme here. Now, we also last year made a beautiful black and gold New Year's kit, and it goes so beautifully with this steampunk collection. So if you guys can visit our Ko-fi shop and just download it from there, like all our members get it for free, completely free. And it's only $7 a month to be a member, and you can always get all our things for free. You're part of our Crafting Studio Facebook group. And then those of you who are not members, you can buy the kits off of our Ko-fi shop, and it just really helps Matt and I. We always do a little happy dance when new members sign up, and our old members renew and like show us all their work. So we just love having you guys, and it really supports us in doing what we're doing here as well. Keeps us going for the workshops and everything on weekends too. So let me just put this one in here. Wow, this is just stunning, you guys. And look at, in like under an hour, you guys made this gorgeous flip pocket folio. Now remember, if you have some ink, make sure to ink these pieces right here, like some of these white pieces that you might see all around. Just ink it all. It will look spectacular. It will look so polished and so beautiful. And just show us your pictures afterwards, you guys. Like Matt and I, we just love going through all the comments after and seeing what everybody made. So there you go. There is your flip pocket folio. Matt's going to drop the next bonus for you guys. And what is that, Lovey? The next bonus is like, I think it's like
the note cards.
Little note cards. So yeah, you'll have more note cards to put into your little pockets, or you can also use those note cards to put into the pockets that we had for the previous freebie download. So those were the vertical pockets. Oh, the vertical pockets. So yeah, you guys will have lots of ephemera for everything. So thank you so much for being here today, you guys. The replay for this is going to be available in a couple of hours on our new YouTube channel. And Matt's going to drop the YouTube channel link for you so that you guys can subscribe there. It really helps us a lot. And then you can also get this constant updates, right? And once the video is on there, you guys will also have a couple of more bonuses on the replay page, which will be, I think that we have some beautiful tags to go along with this and some additional pockets as well. So thank you for being here. I hope you guys have such a wonderful Christmas season. Matt and I are going to take a couple of weeks off while we travel, but all our members who gave us their addresses in the crafting studio, all our members are going to be receiving little packages throughout Christmas with all their goodies in it. So we have like ephemera pieces, we have recipe folios, we have pages and pages of goodies. And my daughter, bless her, for her wedding, she had these absolutely gorgeous like flowers made up. And we're going to be sending everybody some flowers in their packages as well. So you guys are all going to be getting some crazy mail in your mailboxes for Christmas. So thank you for being here, you guys. We love you all, and we really just are so appreciative of everybody who's supporting us. We can't do this without you. So Angela just asked here, you need addresses? Yes, Angela. If you haven't given us your address yet, just pop me a quick message in DM. All our members, like all our Crafting Studio members that sign up for the monthly membership for $7, you guys will all get little packages. Everybody who sent us their addresses. So just, you can either post it just in the Facebook group, like the Crafting Studio Facebook group, or you can send me a DM or send me a WhatsApp message as well. I think I have like 13 or something addresses for people who I'm going to be sending it to. So thank you so much, you guys. I just love that you guys were here and that you joined us. We will be posting a lot of freebies still and a lot of like new content, but we just will not be making the workshops over the next couple of weeks while Matt and I take some time off and we're going to be traveling to Mexico, hopefully getting out of the country within the next few days here. If we can actually get on a plane. Oh my gosh, we were so hoping for a tropical Christmas. But yeah, the next workshop we'll have will be from a gorgeous little place in Mexico. It's called Tulum, where we'll be staying. And we've got a nice swimming pool, like right up to our suite. We're going to be doing some beautiful videos for you guys out in the tropics, and it's going to be stunning. So can't wait to see you guys and share all those experiences with you. Take care, everybody. Matt is going to just fix that link maybe for the YouTube channel.
Please try it from an external tab, like a new web browser tab.
Okay, so Matt said
it's working fine. What do you mean to do it that way?
So Matt said just try it from an external tab. So don't just copy the link and put it into like your web browser tab, and it should work then. I'm not sure why that is the case, but that always seems to work that way. Now Facebook seems to not work well with others. So Andrea's link worked for me. Great. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful Christmas season. We love you all. See you next time.